Many of you have known me for a long time, and I just want to put this on the table. I'm not the same Linda Sarsour that you've known for all these years. In the last year, I'm a new person. I did not imagine in my organizing career that I would be watching the live stream genocide of my people. Every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 1 year later. For those of you who are Palestinians, our Palestinian mothers would not say 1 year. So when it is your birthday and you turn 30 or you turn 44 like I did, your mother doesn't say that you're 44 years old. She says that you are in your 45th year. So our Palestinian families are reminding us that we are in the 2nd year of genocide. We have entered the 2nd year of genocide. And I could not imagine such a horrific time without an organization like CAIR. Let me tell you about the CAIR San Francisco Bay Area chapter. They are on the front lines, not just here in the San Francisco Bay Area, but Sister Zahra and I have a very important job. And our job is to sit on tables with immigrant rights leaders, with Black civil rights leaders, with organizations all across this country. We have developed and maintained important relationships for our community. We have watched organizations, pastors, rabbis, civil rights organizations, people doing education reform, climate justice, you name it, and people are standing up and saying, "Free Palestine." They are saying, we will not be silent in the face of genocide. And that is due to the relationships that we have built over the years. Tonight, as an indigenous person, because the Palestinian people, we are indigenous to our lands. And today, as an indigenous person with ties to the indigenous people of Palestine, I want to acknowledge that today we are gathered here on stolen land of the Ohlone people, whose legacy we honor tonight. History is cyclical, sisters and brothers. And as we watch the constant annihilation of the Palestinian people, the ways in which there are concerted efforts to erase us off the face of the earth, we cannot forget that the United States of America was founded on the erasure of the indigenous people, on the genocide of the indigenous peoples of the North America. And what gives me hope, because yesterday I was in the Mission District, an incredible community made up of many indigenous people. And I met a group of elders called the Kasi elders. And they were women in average age 70, 75. And I said to them today, as a Palestinian, I want to tell you something. For hundreds of years, they tried to erase the indigenous people of the Americas. And you're still here. And you still exist. And that gives me hope that the Palestinian people will continue to resist and continue to exist. And so tonight we honor our indigenous neighbors in these United States of America. Tonight's theme is the future of Muslim power. They didn't know we were seeds. It speaks to our resilience, our determination, and our growing presence in this country. And I know many of you feel outraged, because you all know, Sister Linda, I'm not going to lie to you. People are moved by many different emotions. I am moved by outrage. I am enraged every day. And I ask myself, what am I going to do with my rage? Where am I going to put my rage? And I choose to put my rage in building the political power of American Muslims along incredible organizations like the CAIR San Francisco Bay Area chapter. Sisters and brothers, freedom is not free in this country. And if the last year proved anything to anyone in this room, it is that we have to triple and quadruple down on building the political and civil rights organizations of our American Muslim communities. I've been to San Francisco many times. I've been to Santa Clara. I've been to all of the surrounding areas. And you all are a very, very generous community. MashaAllah. The charity and the generosity to the Palestinian people, to the Syrian people, to the Yemeni people, to our African sisters and brothers. You have, as the larger, greater San Francisco Bay Area, you have shown up every time with extreme generosity. But here's my challenge to all of you today. Have you ever watched a video of a Palestinian begging you for food or water? I never seen one. The Palestinian people, when they are in a video calling you for action, you know what they're asking you to do? They say, where are the Muslim governments? Where are the Arab people? And then they turn to us and they say, where are the Muslim people of the United States of America? What are you doing over there? It is your taxpayer dollars, it is your bombs that are killing our families and our children. So your responsibility is not just to give charity so the people of Palestine can have some bread to eat, because you know the Palestinian people. They will make soup out of grass to feed their children. They are of the most resourceful people in this entire world. But what they need from you is once and for all to stop your government from funding an apartheid regime who continues to rain terror on the Palestinian people and continues to be an obstacle to a free and liberated Palestine. So my challenge to you here is this. Continue to be generous to the charity organizations. But can you tonight share your blessings with CAIR? Because we need CAIR chapters that have backbones, that have resources, and that can fight back and build the type of political influence that we need here in California, and we also need in Washington, D.C. Sisters and brothers, if you are a Muslim, and you woke up this morning, and you are breathing, you are political. I don't want to hear Muslims telling me, Sister Linda, I don't like politics. I don't do politics. Politics, it is what is killing our sisters and brothers in Palestine right now. Politics is why we have so much crisis all across the Muslim world. So I am making a commitment here today that inshallah, if you are with us on this journey in the next 10 years, we are going to transform American politics, and we are going to see a free Palestine in our lifetime, and we are going to start with ending U.S. military aid to the state of Israel. We have an incredible program for you all tonight. And I want you all to sit, and I want you to listen and to reflect, and then I want you to put your hand in your pocket. And I'm going to challenge you, because you know me, I'm a big CAIR champion. I love all the CAIR chapters. Last Saturday, I was in CAIR Georgia Gala. Many of you have seen pictures, you saw the gala. It was about 600 people. And it wasn't secondhand or third-hand information. I was there. I was present. I was the speaker at the gala. CAIR Georgia raised $1 million during that gala. And I told them, I said, MashaAllah. That is absolutely incredible. I was so moved by the generosity of the people in that room. And I made dua for all of them. And I actually made a dua in advance for all of you. And I told the people at CAIR Georgia, you did it big this time. You broke the record for CAIR chapters. But I have a feeling that CAIR San Francisco Bay Area is going to break that CAIR Georgia record tonight. Inshallah. Just want to tell you a quick story that happened. I don't know if many people heard about this. Anybody heard about the story of Saida in Michigan? This is a story you have to know because this is what we're fighting for here today. A little Yemeni Muslim girl with a hijab had her neck sliced just a few days ago at a park in Hamtramck, Michigan. She lived to tell her story, but a little boy named Wadi in Chicago did not live to tell his story. There are so much crises happening in our community. The least that we can do, sisters and brothers, is have the institutions that are going to be ready to fight back. And so tonight, I'm challenging you all to the higher moral ground. So if you were coming to give CAIR 10,000, I'm asking you for 20,000 tonight. If you were coming to give 20, give 30,000 tonight. I just went today to visit the new CAIR building. How proud you all should be that you are one of the CAIR chapters in America who owns your own real estate, your own building, where every day people are served, people are defended, and where CAIR is doing incredible work on your behalf, and they get to say it is because of the generosity of our Muslim American community in our area. And I salute you all for supporting the leadership of CAIR San Francisco Bay Area. So now I'm going to do quick things because I saw a couple of the women were debating and having little arguments about the centerpieces. That's not for who got to the table first. It's not a oros. You know, I've done this before. If you want that centerpiece, depending on which centerpiece you have at your table, under the centerpiece there's instructions for a donation, not the one that you're giving to CAIR. This is in addition to what you were going to give to CAIR. That's how you get that incredible, beautiful centerpiece. There's two types of centerpieces. So make sure tonight when you go home, you don't just take home a beautiful centerpiece, but also say, this is a centerpiece that I also invested in an incredible organization. So it's even more meaningful than it was. And then in your bags, there is an incredible corporation and company in New York called Habibi New York. Such a beautiful name, Habibi New York. And they are a perfume company. And they are very generous to our community. So they were generous tonight, and everyone in your beautiful green tote bag has different perfumes for you to try from Habibi New York. And I promise you they are very expensive to have done that for all 1,200 of you in the room. So thank you to Habibi New York for that. So we're ready to have a good night, a powerful night, and we're also going to raise $1 million. I mean, it has to be like 1,000,001, because then if you just do 1 million, then you didn't really beat the record. Anyway, now it's my distinct honor to welcome someone who has been a steadfast ally to our community and a leader in his own right. Please join me in welcoming Bilal Aftab, the Vice Mayor of Saratoga, to the stage.